creak signals the end for a 40-metre tropical tree as it crashes through the canopy of Gabon's rainforest. Late on Monday, more than 100 world leaders at the COP26 climate conference pledged to halt and reverse deforestation by the end of the decade. How nations like Gabon manage their share of the world's second-largest rainforest could be critical. But the Central African country says simply ending industrial logging is not the answer. The so-called lungs of Africa store more carbon per hectare than the Amazon, helping regulate temperatures and generating rain for millions in the arid Sahel and distant Ethiopian highlands. And despite his job, lumberjack Rodrigo Mbumba recognizes that the felling of a tree is a somber moment.
Ça fait mal au cœur parce que là, on détruit l'environnement.
It's heart-wrenching because we're destroying part of the environment in a way, but what else can we do? We cut it down because we're asked to. We have to cut this tree, get it out and sell it so we can make a living.
But Gabon faces a conundrum. Its oil industry, which fuels 45% of the economy, is in decline. Forests Minister Lee White believes halting industrial logging, as some environmentalists wish, is not realistic.
Let them come here and show me how to manage the forest and how to create jobs for the Gabonese people and how to replace the oil economy that we're going to lose because developed countries have polluted the atmosphere so nobody's going to buy our oil anymore. Let them show me how I replace $12 billion worth of oil revenues without cutting a tree down.
Here's how Gabon wants to do it. The government believes it can maintain the forests by allowing logging concessions, which must be certified, to cut just 1 or 2 trees per hectare with 25-year gaps to let the areas recover. Locally processing timber is another plank of Gabon's ambitions since a 2009 ban on the export of unprocessed logs. Instead of the $200 per cubic metre Gabon once earned from raw wood exports, plywood now fetches $500 and furniture up to $3,000. Gabon is also trialling a means of reducing emissions promoted by global environmental organisation the Nature Conservancy. A 2019 study suggests reduced impact logging for climate, or RIL-C, can reduce emissions. That's by encouraging concessions to mitigate their impact through measures such as building narrower roads and felling trees in directions that cause the least damage. But Gijs Brokink, a forestry coordinator at the World Wildlife Fund, which backs RIL-C, says the crux is implementation. He warns that without proper oversight, even so-called sustainable logging can open up areas to illegal felling, poaching and agriculture. White admits Gabon has some baggage. Before his 2019 appointment, illegal logging accounted for nearly 40% of the $800 million timber industry, according to ministry estimates.
It's going to become very difficult to move a log in Gabon without the Forestry Department knowing about it, and therefore to do it illegally.
Democratic Republic of Congo, which holds the largest share of the Congo Basin rainforest, demonstrates the risks of poor management. It lost nearly 500,000 hectares of primary forest in 2020, second only to Brazil, according to Global Forest Watch. With its relatively untouched share of the rainforest, self-styled Green Gabon is one of the world's most forested countries, providing a haven for endangered animals and making it one of the few net absorbers of climate-warming carbon dioxide. It's hoping to prove that careful logging can maintain its forest cover at above 85%, while also keeping an important industry alive.